All right, so here's the situation with how the sun, how the longitude lines on Earth are, latitude lines are named after the angle that subtends from the center of the globe, right? So it's not what you would think, which is that if this is the equator and the sun's out here, then 0 degrees is the equator, and then the latitude's 45 degrees south and 45 north. No, that's not what the latitudes are. They're the angle, like if this is the equator, then from the center of the globe, here's 45 degrees, and here's 90 degrees. And so what they're saying is because the sun is 93 million miles away, it's always right here. So if you're on the equator, the sun would be directly over your head at noon on the equinox. But if you're at the 45th latitude, what they're saying is that now you would be at a 45-degree angle to where you were at, right? Because here's the equator, the tangent of the equator, and then 45 degrees angle is the tangent of the 45th latitude, because a 45th latitude is half of a quarter of a circle. It's an eighth of a, come on now. So here's the thing though, is if your horizon is tangent up to the equator, and then you go 45 degrees north of that, you're going to be looking at it. The horizon would be over here if you looked at a 45-degree angle, because 45, so you'd be at a 45-degree angle, and then you'd be looking at a 45-degree angle, so the sun would be in the exact same spot, right? Because it's 93 million miles away, according to their best guess. And so the rays from the sun, it's the same ray that shines here. Here you see it at 45 degrees. And when you're at 90 degrees to the sun is going to be laying on the horizon, right? Because it's 93 million miles away. So all you do is you just go, all right, so it's noon, and if the sun is directly over your head, it's at noon, you're on the equator. If it's at a 45-degree angle to you, it won't be because it moved, it'll be because you moved. And your 45-degree angle is not going to be a 45-degree angle, it's going to be a 90-degree angle. So they're saying that it doubles, right? Because the sun is so far away that it has no angle. No matter where you're looking at it from, it's still in the same place. So you have to look over your head to see it from the equator. You have to look at a 45-degree angle to see it from the 45th latitude, and you have to look level to the horizon to see it from the North Pole. Is a load of fucking horse shit that completely does not take into account angular resolution. All right, the further something is away, the lower that's over your head, the lower it is in your field of vision. And the further something is away, that's diminished at a diminished height from you. The further the higher it, like the further something below you is, the higher it rises to eye level. right? You know what I mean? That's why when planes go by, they get lower, and then they sink over they fly over the fucking horizon. But if you zoomed in on it, you could still see the plane because it hasn't changed its altitude. It's just drifted in your field of vision to a smaller and smaller angle until it just, So again, even still, they're just saying that there's no such thing as angular resolution. That's the fucking planet's round. It's complete horseshit.